If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome back to the Low Scale Gaming podcast. I'm your host, Fantasy, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones. Conan, how you doing today?
I I was okay until a couple minutes ago. Um,
Yeah, your brother tilted me too. Like,
yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
was,
lie.
my blood pressure kind of went up a little bit, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Um,
Your entire family tilts me, basically.
right.
Like,
But no, I'm doing okay. We got up this morning and had to go to the doctor for some stuff. But had some breakfast after that. Got some shopping done. Hasn't been too crazy of a day, so I'm all right with it. How's it going with you?
okay, I've been having big issues finding a place for like to live at. Like, because I have Vader, and Vader's a big dog, and I guess people don't like big dogs.
Yeah,
So, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And, like, it's getting closer and What? I say, like, I have, like, at least, like, 15 days to find another place to stay. Like, before I give my 30 days notice to my landlord.
yeah,
But I'm still just, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I was like, hey, there's a new listing. There's like a new listing. It's like 3 bedroom, 2 bath. I was like, oh, cool. This looks like a good house. Small dogs only,
yeah. See,
and that's
like, with
and that's
we,
fine for Leia. Leia's a small dog, but Vader is not a big. Is not a.
he's a big dog.
He is a big boy.
Yeah,
Like,
because I mean that was a big deal for even Baxter. Like he was just on the edge of the weight class that most people consider to be a big or a small dog, and
what's the weight class then for a small dog?
I think it's like under 20 to 25 pounds, something like that.
Oh, okay, fine. So then Leia and Vader don't. So I have two big dogs then, I guess.
Yeah, but um, because Bax, whenever we were kind of moving, he was sitting around like 25 and some change, something like that. But he is big enough to count as a not really a small dog, so which is stupid
Stupid.
because he
Like,
is not a he's a big boy, but
he's yeah,
he's not a big boy. Sentences are hard. That was rough.
yeah. I was trying to find a place to stay at, man. Like, it's mainly because I want my brother to go to a certain school district and not another school district. And I want him to play sports for my uncle, but I'm having a hard time finding what I need to.
Yeah. Well,
Or if the things I'm finding is like too expensive for me.
yeah, that's the big deal. It's like whatever you find is usually too expensive. But
And like, I know my grandma will help me out, but I don't want
it's
stupid to like even have to like say that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's a weird line between not wanting to ask for help and you shouldn't have to ask for help. But
it's
like,
like things are so much more like. I guess I should have known what I was getting myself into because things are so much more expensive up there than it
yeah,
is here. Like this house I pay rent on, 550. Like it's a pretty good sized house. I think so, and you know I and then everything there is like 1,200. Oh, and I'm just like man.
yeah, it's definitely way more expensive. I didn't realize you were paying $500 for rent or whatever you said. Like that's real cheap.
Yeah,
Like
like that's
I've never paid $500 for rent ever anywhere.
Our part, you paid $350 for our apartment. Hello?
The one in Weatherford.
Yeah, that was $350.
So what is
Three
that?
fifty for me
Seven.
and $350 to you, so it's 700 total.
Okay, I guess I wasn't. I'd kind of forgot about Weatherford. I part of me doesn't count that because it was split between two people,
That's fair.
but
Miss that apartment sometimes.
yeah, it was fun
With good times.
back in the
Ah,
day.
back in the Dizzy.
Yeah, let's not do that one again.
I'm being cringy like Conan Jones.
Man, I would. I was on another level, and we were at Walmart earlier with my wife, and just being
Um,
super extra just to annoy her, and it is kind of the best thing to do, and just to be super annoying just for the sake of being super annoying. It's a lot of fun. Would recommend.
I don't know if that's. I don't know. That's a quick way to get you just sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, see, I don't sleep on the couch.
Have you ever gotten into an argument with her and then had to go sleep on the couch for the night?
No. The only time we've ever slept on the couch is whenever like the power went out and it was
Yeah, I
cooler.
remember you telling me that.
Yeah, cuz it was cooler in the living room than it was in the bedroom.
That was last summer, right? It was like
Yes.
last like that happened. It was wait, no, that was I remember that. I just don't remember exactly when it was. It was like a tornado or something ripped through OKC, right?
It was I think so cuz it was whenever our I know our friend
It
had
probably was out for like a couple days, like a couple weeks, wasn't it?
I think so. Like, because I remember we had one incident whenever one of my friends from school had a wedding that we had gone to, and whenever
Yeah.
we came back from it, the power was still out. And I honestly don't remember what happened with that one. Um, but I remember my wife was a little drunk, and she fell asleep on the couch, and I tried to sleep in the bedroom, and it was really toasty because the power was still off, and we didn't have it in. I didn't have it in me to go get a hotel room.
Yeah.
Um,
I would have. I'd have just left
it,
her there too. You should have just left her there. Just put
yes.
in.
See that I would have never heard the end of that.
Dude, then you would have really been sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, that would have been not a good
Then you
thing.
then you couldn't have gone spelunking.
There you go.
Oh, so, so when we first started this, before we had to get a 30-minute break for him to talk to his brother, uh, Conan made a very obscene joke, and the punchline of it is spelunking with a GoPro. I won't go into details because it was pretty gross, but
It could have been way grosser. More gross? More gross. That's what I'm gonna go with.
I think grosser is the correct vernacular.
Is it? I don't know. For some reason, grosser doesn't feel
No,
right.
gross is a movie that earns a specific level of gross profit or income. The 1965 film version was an even bigger grosser.
Yeah. That's not what I was going for. Um, but yeah, I could have been way more gross with it than I was.
Vernacular lessons with low scale gaming.
How proud of us. We're getting there
You might
slowly but
notice
surely.
Mage isn't. You might notice Mage isn't here today. Um, he gone for a while. I don't gonna
He
go into details, but he gone for a while.
he's on location.
He's on vacation, like Forrest Gump's husband or Forrest Gump's dad. He's on vacation. Anyways,
Like his dad.
we'll get that out of the way.
Ugh,
You remember?
goodness.
You remember? This will go perfect into our stupid stories of the week. our stupid stories of college. But before that, let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Conan Jones, what is your fail of the week?
Um, so it's kind of been a running deal for me here recently, but work has just kind of been banana sandwich. I had a case that I had from 2 weeks ago that's I'm still having to deal with, and it's just this ongoing craziness that I can't seem to get rid of or move past. And it's really just kind of screwing up all of my other cases because I haven't had time to deal with my original stuff because it's all just dealing with this one case. Um, I know that all of that is just driving me insane. Um, that's really the biggest thing for me. Like, it's just been super annoying that I haven't been able to really do anything. And I know I'm about to get yelled at next week because I'm behind on my other stuff. Excuse me. Um,
Well,
yeah,
I'm
it just
sorry.
it's lame.
Well, my fail this week is Friday or Thursday was the last time I got to say talk to my kids, and I was telling them bye. I told a couple of them the podcast thing just because I'm not their teacher anymore, so I felt comfortable telling them it. But so if y'all are listening, shout out to y'all. Yeah, I told them bye, and it sucked. Some of them were like, whatever. Some of them were happy I was going. A couple of them were sad I was going. It's
Yeah,
kids are kids. But I felt bad. I mean, like, it's my first job and first like big kid job, so I'm always gonna remember it and think about them and stuff. And I just hope they keep doing well and everything like that. But it was just it sucked saying bye to them, but I got through it.
yeah,
Graduation didn't go. Our graduation went well. It didn't go bad at all. It's fine. That was good times. We played Papa Circumstance for 20 minutes. It felt like,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I say not too shabby, sounds like. I know Pomp and Circumstance was always my least favorite thing to ever do,
Oh
but
yeah, this theirs too. It's rough. I hate playing Papa Circumstance so much.
yeah. I say at least with your school, you have a little less people and it doesn't take near as long.
Did you have to play it for in at your town?
Oh, yeah, when I was in high school, I've never had to play it as a director,
Oh,
but, my high school, I had 350 in my graduating class, give or
but
take.
even at your little Texas school?
Yeah, no, we didn't play it there.
Wow.
Yeah, so
It's
that's
it's interesting. Like I figured like every small school like did that.
um somehow like my Oklahoma school, I think they had it worked out where the big director that was there a couple years before me didn't want to do it, so they just said we're not doing it, and then it just kind of stopped being a thing.
And I don't want to do it ever again. That sucks. I hate playing Pauper Circumstance.
Yeah, for real.
I wish I could have done that, man. The stupidest song. Just get a recording of it. You really want to hear my kids struggle through it after playing it for 20 minutes? Like
Yeah, because it's
both times? Because you have to play it when they're leaving too.
yeah, the processional or whatever at the end.
Yeah, it's stupid. And I don't play the whole thing either. I just play to like the intro and then the beginning to marker D, and then just go back and forth. I don't even go through like the secondary march of it or whatever.
Yeah, I don't guess I even know the second half,
Yeah,
but yeah. Okay, that was your fail. We're kind of flying through these. I
I
say
know.
let's.
Things are productive when someone's not here. Anyways, let's go and jump into our topic one this week. So now that school's over, um, Now the school's still over, I guess we could go into our summer topic one of stupid stories from college. So so this is what I wanted. I just thought of it because we couldn't think of one sitting there. We need to make a list of these too. Like I think we do have a list of them somewhere. I just don't know where at.
I might
But
see if I've got it saved on my docs, but go ahead while I'm looking.
but okay, so in college, me and Conan are part of the same fraternity, the Kappa Kappa Psi, and one of their slogans is AEA. Okay, and I'm not gonna share what that means. Um, but whenever I first joined, there was a group of these ladies that was their thing was to say AEA girls, and then and then our chapter was Epsilon Epsilon, which to shorten the vernacular it was EE. So so what they would do was like before like marching shows, they would like huddle up and they would go E E E. You remember that?
Yeah, I kind of blocked that all out of my memory, but yes, I do remember that happening.
Stupidest thing imaginable. And I was rushing, and I didn't want to make people mad for calling it stupid, but it's stupid. It was really, really stupid. So, so, so one time I was just like, I think I was in the middle of a meeting, and imagine that me causing issues in a meeting.
Crazy thought.
Um, um, but I was sitting there, it was like wrapping it up, and I was like, when you do the EE girls things, it sounds like that scene from Forrest Gump. Like, what do you mean? I was like, whenever Forrest Gump's mom has sex with the principal to get him into school, and he's sitting there, he's like, "Your mama sure loves your education," and then Forrest Gump goes and goes,
Yeah, I remember that did not go over that well.
so mad at me for that. But you know what?
You weren't
Never
wrong.
heard it again. Never heard it again after that, did we, Conan Jones?
Yeah, no, it was pretty much done after that. And that, God, I kind of forgot about all of that drama.
Oh my God! We should tell that one too about the stupid AA girls with the tinfoil. Do you remember that one?
That night was such a blur. Like,
You were already mad about other things. Um, CBF for being stupid. Not to mention them tinfoiling that shit. So our I guess we'll go about our running gag of our stupid AEA girls. That should be our topic one of just stupid things that they did in college. How they was able to finish school after some of the stuff they pulled is like beyond me. Like, anyways,
yeah, it's neither here nor there, I guess.
but so we was having. I think it was tuba party. I'm not sure if it was a Halloween party or not though. It was a
it,
big party.
I think it was
Everybody was
Halloween
there.
party.
I think it was Halloween party. I'm pretty sure it was the Halloween party. And like, man, tuba party was like, whew, that was the premier spot to be at. Was tuba party? Let me tell you. Like we had everything. It was good time. Tuba party was like pinnacle of parties for band parties. Let me tell. Well, except for maybe how crazy side parties get, but I'm not gonna get into that because Kappa Kappa Psi does not have parties. Uh,
Nope.
Whatever national code thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Nope, we didn't.
Um. Yeah. Anyways. So I don't know why, but they had this bright idea to grab tinfoil out from under our in our cabinets and go tinfoil this girl's car from like bumper to bumper. Not even like when you think about tinfoil, like wrapping something around somebody's car, you think you'd go like hamburger way, where it's just like up and over the shortest way possible. But these girls they did it hot dog style, like bumper to bumper, and I could not believe. As stupid as it was, you don't give them credit. That takes a lot of effort to do, but
See, I don't guess I even remember that detail.
it's, you know how my memory works.
Yeah, just random things.
Yeah. Um, sometimes I have a goldfish memory. Sometimes I have computer memory. You know, it's
You take what you get.
sometimes I could tell you exactly the outfits people were wearing at Tuba Party. You know, sometimes I couldn't tell you what I wore yesterday. You know, it's one
Right.
of those things. What did I wear yesterday? Oh, my security shirt. Okay. Anyways, so back to the stupid thing. But they wrapped that thing um, bumper to bumper, and it was stupid. It was stupid. Hang on, I got an email about a house.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. All right, let's jump back into it. Where was I at? The 88 girls tenfolding the car, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know that's what we were talking about. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
I don't know what it was, but I'm pretty sure the cops got called, and then everybody had to go in and like talk to the dean. Remember that? Did you
Was
have to go talk with the dean?
was that about that situation?
Yeah.
I remember the dean was involved with a couple things, like because I remember there was stuff that happened in the music building that time.
Oh my God, I
Because
remember
that
that.
was a whole nother stupid thing.
Maybe for next week.
Um,
No, I'm pretty sure we've told that one because Mage would get on here and he told about. He's like, I remember him saying, he's like, I was seeing red. I remember him talking about. I'm pretty sure we told that talked about that
yeah,
one.
yeah. Because then I don't think you realized that something else had happened with it, and it was as bad as it actually was, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah, I
Right.
don't.
Yeah, we have to go. We have to go talk to the D. Well, I don't know. Like, I know some people did, but then like nobody got in trouble for it. I don't think.
Because it didn't happen at school. Like I don't. That was the whole thing. Like I didn't know why the dean got involved. Like I get that it's college kids, but
It's because she wanted to stick her nose into everything that it didn't belong into. I hated that woman so much for other reasons, but
may
I
she,
hated that
may she
woman.
rest in peace.
No, no, like, in a never mind. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Take the high road.
I'm gonna take the high road because I was gonna say something probably that be a bit unforgivable. Anyways, but yeah,
Because like I remember going and talking to the dean. Like I honestly just remember like going downstairs to have a fight, and then finding the car all wrapped up, and then me freaking out and kicking everybody out of the house, and you were just like drunk as a skunk. Be like,
I remember this.
does that mean me too, Conan? Like, no, shut up. You're fine.
I remember that because I was like done.
Yeah, you
I
were.
was, I was done.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
were out
God,
of
I
it.
remember that now. No, oh my goodness, I remember that. I forgot about that part. I forgot, 100% forgot about that part. Because I'm pretty sure we had trash can punch too.
Probably
And,
so.
and that trash can punch knocked me out. Because that would be like, oh, I don't taste this shit. 5 cups later, I still don't taste this. That. Then I'd have like one more cup. Done.
Yeah, and then
Still
that
not as
was
bad.
it.
Still not as bad as that time where old teacher of the year at Maysville threw up on the carpet and thought he died.
Yeah,
Probably edit that. I said too many names. I tried not saying names and then I said a name and
then it just went downhill.
then it just went downhill. But it still doesn't. That was a good story too about old Hulk thinking somebody died, and that's whenever we learn not to have Taco Mile before going to a party, folks. So you don't throw up blood.
Well, because it looked like blood, but we had red punch.
He had red trash can punch, and then he also had red. He had like taco. Tacos end up being red. Like meat's reddish. I guess. I don't know.
I guess. Kind of stretching. I think it was honestly just the fruit punch, but
Yeah.
either way, um, yeah, a lot of those that you're kind of bringing up out of nowhere, I kind of just forgot. They've all just kind of run together in my brain, like. But Excuse me.
Apparently, this property is not available for tenants with a housing voucher, an income less than 3 times rent, more than 2 pets, a move-in date too far out, or any unmet property requirements. So they said it's like it's like immediate move in. So does that mean if I put June 25th, is that too soon? Or is that too late then?
Usually, I would think immediate move in is like this week or next week.
Really?
I mean, that's just what I think when I hear the word immediate, but I don't. I've never had that be a thing. You know what I mean?
That's why
Like,
I got declined for this property apparently is because of
because your date was too far out.
yeah.
That seems silly.
Because I'm pretty okay. So let's see what so the house so it was 12.45 a month. Let's see 12.45 times 3. What's that? That's 37, I think. Total, yeah, 37.35. That sounds right. What I would maybe that doesn't sound right for what I'd bring home, but yeah, that doesn't sound right at all. What I'd bring home for child welfare, does it?
Uh, I mean, that's also not taking out taxes or insurance and all that sort of stuff. Because I know what's on paper in my take home are not the actual same.
Oh. And then my brother's social security, it gets counted into that as well. That's the other thing is like,
Oh yeah, because that counts as a separate income.
yep, sure does. So I get to count that for things.
Well, I guess that works. I guess.
I don't know. I'm hopefully I get this figured out, and because it's like I really need to find a place to live, and I guess I think it was just because of I think it was just because my moving date was too far away. I think.
That seems just really weird. Like I don't know what to think about that. I don't. That doesn't seem right. That they can deny people because they just aren't ready to move in. I'm trying to plan ahead and not just right now because something's happened. I don't
Yeah.
I don't know. I know that was something that we found a lot of whenever we were trying to move to the city. Like a lot of the stuff that we could afford the monthly payment for was only Section 8 or whatever the other stuff is. Like
Mhm.
we made too much money to be able to meet the requirement to move into that apartment or whatever it was. And it's just like we can't afford the stuff that's not Section 8, but we make too much money to jump into these other ones. Like,
That are Section 8.
yeah. And it's like, this is such a freaking racket, man.
I'm gonna try to see if I can apply again, and then I'm gonna and then put my moving date to like let's see, when do we go on vacation? June 16th. So I guess I'll put my moving date for June 11th. Do you think that's a little bit better?
Let me pull my calendar up.
That's, that's like a less than a month from now.
Because, I mean, honestly, if you put any of the dates for June, you're going to have to pay all of June regardless. So you might as well, if you're going to put June, you might as well put June 1. And then even if you don't physically move in, it's your apartment. And I mean, you're already going to be paying a full month's of rent on it regardless.
Right. See, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I get what you're saying. So then I guess then I could move on June 4th. Move up there June 4th. Like move in that weekend of June 4th. Oh wait, no, that's when you're going on your vacation. You can't help me move then.
Yeah, because that's the 4th is our anniversary.
Yeah, never mind. I see what you're trying to do, Conan. You sneaky snake. I see what you're trying to do.
I
I
mean,
see it.
wasn't my intention. I'm just trying to.
No, you're sneaky snake. I got you. You don't play these games with me, Conan Jones.
Heaven forbid.
I know what you're trying to do. Uh, anyways, let's move into topic two. Never mind. I'm gonna talk about Final Fantasy 8 or Final Fantasy 14 Fan Fest that happened last night.
Okay.
Because
Yep.
I don't care about Resident Evil. Do you care about Resident Evil 8?
I literally never played any of the Resident Evils. Like,
I don't like zombie games. Like they're
yeah,
stupid. Like
nah. Just
Milky likes them, but I don't. Like
they've just
all I
never.
know is they're like some big old goth Victorian 9 foot tall MILF. That's all I know is that in Resident Evil 8.
Yeah, because that's just like the big meme about it all right now. But
Yeah.
outside of that, I know literally nothing about it, and I don't really care to know anything about it. So I mean,
Yeah, I don't So
whatever.
Final Fantasy 14's Fan Fest was last night, and it's basically if you know what BlizzCon is, or E3, it's basically like that, but just for the game. So this one was just for Final Fantasy 14, and they went over a lot of stuff. I thought, look, everything. There was like one thing that didn't look good, but outside of everything else, looked pretty good. Okay, so uh, they showed off. The first thing they showed off was the new job class that's going to be in a melee one in Walkers, and it's Reaper. It looks really cool and really edgy, and that's what I'm all about. It's like a necromancer, basically, but he fights with a scythe. It's really cool. Uh,
Okay.
and like the animations where it was like really Final Fantasy 14 has really like clean animations, like very clean, colorful, and just impactful animations. That's the best way to call it, impactful.
Is
Uh,
14 the one that we played? That's like the MMO.
yes.
Okay.
That's the one that we played.
Okay.
Not World of Warcraft. It's different. It's completely different from World of Warcraft. Like
I mean,
it's honestly to the point where you can't even like compare them because World of Warcraft doesn't like Final Fantasy does things a lot better than World of Warcraft does, but then there's some things that World of Warcraft does that's a lot better than Final Fantasy. Like I don't
yeah.
know.
I mean, there's always
I,
going to be
it's,
differences and stuff, but I mean,
I don't know.
for
Like I said, they're so different from each other. I don't know if you could like compare them. But I'm not gonna get into that here. I want to talk about the Fan Fest. So they showed off that it looked really good. It looked really good. Really edgy. Um and then uh and then uh they showed like a couple like the new zones. Looked really cool. This is where it got bad though. There was like one zone that they showed and ooh, it was like this weird it was like this India Hindu-ish like looking place. And like I get I like the cultural significance of it. Like that's cool. Like I'm all for that. Like adding different cultures to the game. So that's fine. You know, that's cool. But the color scheme was like super gross looking. It was like a whole bunch of like neon pink, neon yellow, like a whole bunch of neon colors, and like that was like the main thing. But like the underneath color was like doo doo brown.
yeah,
Like
no,
it did not mix at all. Like let me see if I can find a picture of it. New zone in Walker. Let's see if I can find it. As it was how me and Milky have called it as Clownland.
okay.
Let me see if I can find it though. Pink. So the only way I can remember it is that it was like super pink.
Are you sending it on Discord?
Yeah, I'm gonna check if I can find it.
Okay. I was just making sure I was looking at the right thing.
Okay, I can't figure it out, but hey, I'll get to it. I'll find it eventually. But it just looks so bad. Like I was that was honestly the worst part of it. It was just that. zone. Like outside of that, everything else looked pretty decent.
The Royal Menagerie G Pose location. I don't. I just kind of typed in Final Fantasy 14 Pink Zone with a
No,
rainbow big old tree.
no,
Oh,
no, no, no. Final Fantasy, FanFest, Endwalker, Zones Reveal. Let's see if I can find it this way.
I say that's lots of keywords.
So, like, the biggest thing is we're going to. I found it.
Oh boy, here we
I
go.
found it. Okay, I'll send it to you on this. I just DM'd you it. That was the zone.
DM on what? Oh, there it is.
On
Okay, yeah, it just took a second. That that is for Final Fantasy 14. That's
yes,
has not released yet.
yes, yeah. That comes out for Endwalker. It looks like it's not even like rendered in, right?
It looks
Like
like an
exact.
old Sonic game on like the Sega Dreamcast.
I said it looked like a really bad like Minecraft mod.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that no, that's bad. That's bad. How?
Yeah.
How?
Like the rest of the zones look great though. But you see like the India vibe though from it, right?
Yeah, like
Like
it's a very colorful, very stacked buildings. Like each floor has its own like
into another one.
individual thing. Like
I don't like the zone at a whole is what I'm assuming like this. So I think that's just the main city. But like like when you zoom out, it looks okay. Like it looks okay. Like that's like the I guess like the total like loading screen or whatever.
yeah,
It's okay. But you get in there and it just does not look very good at all. Like it really just looks like incomplete rendered zones.
yeah. Like it looks like it's so detailed. It's not detailed at all. Like
That's fair.
because this last one that you sent, like you can see the rocks and like all the detail and the textures and stuff in the rocks, and each little area is very detailed. But if everything's detailed, then nothing is. Like
Yeah.
you need some calm to appreciate the complexity.
You need some happy little bushes so you can
Just happy little
bog
accident
off.
trees right here.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. Like, but
Yeah,
that's the
no, I'm
only negative I can pull from it though. Like,
well. I
because
mean, if
everything else, like
that's
the Reaper class looked good. The well, I guess the other negative is that the release date got pushed back because of COVID, which you know
everything's gotten
probably
pushed
obvious.
back.
Everything's got pushed back because of COVID, so it's not too shocking and surprising.
Yeah.
But uh, so usually these games come out summertime. It's usually like at the end of summer, like around August, right? So, but this time around, it's coming out the Friday before Thanksgiving,
Okay.
which isn't which
That's
isn't necessarily bad. I mean that's still a
probably a good window to still get released in. It's still kind of in that holiday window. Like,
yeah, exactly. So like that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's still just a little bit later than like what I would have hoped for.
yeah, because
But
that's
and with World of Warcraft being like there's no sight of 9.1 coming out in anytime soon. Like we have been in the base vanilla Shadowlands since November. And like there has been no update patch to it, like to add new content or anything. World of Warcraft is like stale bread at this point. I'm so sick and tired of it.
you've just done it so much. It just needs.
Like I just want to stop playing. I stop like whenever my sub runs out in 13 days, I'm not going to resub until 9.1 comes out. When it probably won't come out until next Cinco de Mayo. That's that's kind of been like my running gag now is saying random holidays to till whenever 9.1 is coming out.
Yeah.
And I have ran this gag so much that I am running out of holidays to say when it's coming after. Like today I was like I told Milky it was like when 9.1 comes out after when it finally comes out on D-Day. It'll
Gosh.
it'll be out, yeah. D-Day's in December, correct? No, wait, that's June 6th. Wait, that one's not a good one then. Oh man, that's not a good one.
That's
What was I thinking of? Wait, was I thinking of VE Day then?
like uh the
No, then
5th
what?
of
No,
November.
what happened December 6th?
Um
December 7th was Pearl Harbor. Duh, okay. That's what I was thinking of was Pearl Harbor. I'm stupid. December 6th was when my mom died. Uh, but
okay,
yeah,
where did okay, we were talking about release date. Okay, I was like, we went on
yeah.
a trip. What how did we get off on this vacation?
I just space cadeted. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I went every which way. But
So I guess this is just a expansion, so it's just new zones, just kind of adding to the base game, all that sort of stuff.
yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. Like it adds a whole new it adds two new jobs. One looks really cool. One's this like the healing class, but it's like a mixture of like a healer with a mobile suit Gundam. And it's called Sage, and like it looks really cool. Like I
Okay.
really want to play that game.
Yeah.
I want to play that class. And then Reaper looks cool just because like it. I mean, it's playing as a freaking a Soul Reaper, and you fight like you have this like necro or you have like this like thing you summon. Looks really cool. Like Final Fantasy is on the up and up, and World of Warcraft has been dying for years. And I just feel like it's done with. It's dead. It's done with, and I don't want to play it no more. I won't give them no more money.
That kind of seems to be a sentiment that I hear. I know I especially hear it from you, but I've also kind of heard from other people that people jump back into WoW after the the patches come, and then they play through it, and then jump out and do something else for the entire time, and then just jump back into it whenever the next patch comes out. Like,
Yeah, it's yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like if your game's not going to hold me for that long, or for, but I guess how long are patches between?
Like usually, a good patch cycle is like 5 6 months. That's
Yeah,
usually a good patch cycle. Okay, but it's going on like 9 months now for for uh for World of Warcraft, and like it's I'm ready to do something else.
yeah. I it definitely gets old. I'm sure I could definitely see it getting old, that getting quick, because it. I just could not get into WoW. Like,
That's fine, man. I understand. Did you like Final Fantasy more? Or could you not get into that either?
Final Fantasy was too weeby for me. Like,
Fair. It's
the
fair.
the
It's a
Japanese
Japanese,
animation stuff, it just is a total miss on me.
it's a Japanese game. It's fair.
And it's, it is what it is, and some people are all about it, and it kind of just turns me off of it. But I don't know, the whole gameplay loop of those kind of games, it just kind of didn't do it for me.
Well, I love these games. Like it's one of these games where I could just sit there and play for forever. It seems like, and just enjoy it.
Yeah,
That's my thing. Like, but all
yeah.
right, let's.
Everybody's got
Oh, good.
different things, so
And then the release date for it was coming out. I already said that already. Never mind. All right, let's go ahead and jump into. Well, we don't have coach's corner anymore because I'm not a coach.
We need to
Uh,
think of a new bit.
uh,
Oh, that was a weird deal.
oh, I don't have one.
You kind of
Think of
roboted
one.
out for a second. Um,
You think of one. I always come up with bits. You come up with a bit.
like, okay, whatever. I'm not touching that.
Okay,
Um,
I came up with coach's corner. You found the music. I came up with it though.
okay, I also did Hitler clicks, and what was the other one before that?
Forgot about Hitler clicks. I forgot about Hitler clicks. That was fun. It was,
Um,
when did we stop? It was like when we got to like 3 clicks. That was when we figured out we couldn't find something else. I think.
yeah, it was like 2 or 3 clicks to get to Hitler, but then it was also just getting into the loop of once you kind of know what to look for,
Yeah,
it just
then
kind
it
of
wasn't fun.
killed it. Um,
Yeah.
the I tossed this out the other day of just like stuff that you appreciate, and I know it's not going to be a long term bit, but it was the
Okay.
reason I brought it up. Like I was driving home, and I was stopped to get gas off the interstate, and the gas station I was at had the big long like windshield wiper blades in the trash cans, but
Hmm.
instead of just like little handheld ones, they had the big long semi truck ones with like the big stick. You know what I mean?
The big stick.
With the big stick, and I I really appreciate the big ones that have the longer stick on them, because then you can do
But
your
Angel's
whole
the first.
windshield on one stripe. Like
So on here, there's that confirmed that Conan Jones likes the big stick.
I say, if anybody listen, they can just pull that and edit it and just
Conan Jones
have
like
a
the
sound
big.
clip.
Oh, you know that's literally what I'm going to do, right?
Go for it.
That's that, that's like gonna be okay. All right, Conan. So what do you appreciate then?
I That was my story. That was my contribution.
You appreciate the big stick. Okay.
It was just something little
Um.
stupid like that that I was like, I appreciate when they have these, because I like being able to do the whole
Okay.
windshield in one pull.
Okay. So then I appreciate. Um. I appreciate. Okay, so sometimes when your card doesn't work at the thing, and it's like, oh, this cannot be read because your chip's not working or something or whatever. I appreciate when the chip works the first time around, and I don't have to like do anything stupid. You know what I mean?
Dude, the chip are the most annoying things. Like
Like that. I appreciate when is that a good one to
I
appreciate
like
Conan
that.
Jones?
See, that was my thought. Just like some little stupid thing that just kind of is like a little bitty win for the day. It's like, yes, I like this. Thank
There was
you.
one time whenever it didn't like work at like I think it was like Academy or Dick's Sporting Goods or whatever, and the cashier dude he straight up just like he was like, here, I got this, and he like put it in like the paper, like the not the paper, the plastic bag, swiped it, instantly worked. I had no idea that like what black magic he just performed, but sure enough, if it straight up just didn't work.
Yeah, I would have to do that all the time at the gas station I used to work at back in early college.
How does that work?
I
Like,
It's something to do with the magnetic strip on the card, and I guess like it wearing out. I have no idea what the science is behind it, because I reacted the same way. And this lady, I remember the first time I saw it, this lady had her credit card, pulled it out of her wallet, asked for a bag, and I said, sure. So I pulled one off, and she stuck it in there and swiped it. And I was just like, what in the world? It doesn't work if I don't have a plastic bag. I was like, well,
that is like
wild.
Shade City right there. Like that is.
Just like,
I was like flabbergasted by that
yeah.
black magic.
I'm just like, you need to go get you a new card then. Like,
You're really right, but see, I don't want to get a new card because I have all these numbers memorized and everything. And I don't want to have to get a new card because then I have to get new memories and stuff or new a new card number and everything like that, and I don't want to have to do that.
Um, like for your contacts and stuff.
No, like my credit card number and like everything. Like
Oh,
I know my credit card number like by heart.
okay. Yeah. See, I don't know my credit card number by heart, so
It's because you're not as important as I am. I'm a main character, Conan.
okay, that tracks.
Um, but
God.
that's what I appreciate when it works the first time.
Uh, I had to go to the ATM yesterday. So we went to a food truck for lunch with the coworkers and stuff, and they only took cash. But anyway, at
What kind
the
of food was it?
it was a taco truck.
All right, all right,
Um, but the ATM that's the bank over by my office, you have to leave the chip inside the machine, but it doesn't tell you to leave it in until you fail the first time. So you have, you normally would just swipe it and that was the end of it, and then it would pop up and you
all
would
right.
just do the information. But now it's like it swipes it and it's like, oh, you have a chip card. You should reinsert it and leave it in the reader so we can verify your information. Okay, so I went the other day knowing that that was how that goes and just tried to leave it in there, and it was like errored out and didn't work until I pulled it out. And it's like, oh, you have a chip card, reinsert it and leave it in. I was like, I've already tried to do that. Why didn't you just let me do that the first place? Stupid ATMs are dumb and I don't like them.
I don't like them either, man. Like they just, and if it's not your bank and they charge you money, it's stupid.
Oh,
Like
dude, yeah, no, I don't use ATMs if it's not a.
surcharges are like stupid. Like
I'm gonna make you pay money for you using money. I'm just gonna swipe my damn card. Like,
yeah,
yeah, okay, that was a
but I,
tangent I
but
didn't know I
yeah,
was gonna go on.
I appreciate when they work.
It does make life way more simples.
That's my my contribution to this.
Yeah, contributions. All right.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into our wins of the week. Cody Jones, what is your win of the week?
Um, I kind of forgot I already wrote that down on here. um, so this morning, like I said, we had to go to the doctor's office. We had an appointment this morning. Everything went well. We got some good news. Some decently good news. Um, we're not really kind of going into it just yet, just because it's just happened today. But
Right.
we'll we've kind of got some plans and some kind of choices and stuff like that coming up soon. Um, but it was kind of weird because like I was this was the first time I've ever been allowed to go with her to an appointment because of COVID restrictions. Um,
Right.
so it was nice. I say it was nice getting. It sucked having to go because it was 8 in the morning, because God knows why,
Saturday?
on a Saturday.
What
Yeah.
doctor's getting out of bed on a Saturday?
Apparently the reproductive specialist, but um, so yeah, we had to go do that. Um, but I kind of after that I kind of lost my train of thought on where that was going. So
Oh,
oh, because I was there. So whenever they do it, they just with the exam, there's just like an ultrasound to check all of the stuff. So she had made a joke earlier before we started recording that I got to see her insides, and Finn was freaked out by it, and I was just like, it was an
it's a
ultrasound.
very like it was a very gross way of saying, because he didn't say it was ultrasound. He said he got to go spelunking in her innards, and like
I I
how
I
am I
did
supposed to
say it was.
how am I supposed to respond to that?
I did say it was an ultrasound.
No, you did not start
I
off with it being an ultrasound. You 100% did not.
I may have not start. It was really close to the beginning that it was
It
stated it
was.
was a ultrasound.
I don't think so, but I'll. All right.
We'll just leave that alone.
Well, just leave that alone.
But yeah, that was funny. But okay, yeah.
Well,
What you
all
got?
right. Well, my win this week is that I'm done with school, or I'm done teaching, which is kind of sad, but I'm happy to be done for the summer and just chilling out, playing games, and figuring out a place to move into because I'm having trouble finding a place to stay, and hopefully I can find something because I need to like find something like pretty quick. Then I don't know what I'm gonna do if I can't.
That's quite the um, commute.
Right? Where do you who do you rent from?
It's just a this guy just owns this house. I don't even know how she found this. I think it might have been found on Zillow. Um,
Yeah.
because I remember we made several trips to the city from Texas.
I remember that because I'd come see you every time you did it.
Because we had to drive. It was like a full day thing, and we just have a list of different places to go check out and talk with and get information and see. And
Yeah.
but well, hopefully you can
Hopefully you can
find
find
something.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm doing good. Need to find something pretty soon.
yeah. I'm sure you'll find something. It may not be exactly what you want, but I'm sure you'll find something. Have you found stuff that is just like fits with what you want, I guess? Like,
No, because I want a 3 bedroom house at least.
yeah,
So I don't have to have my room being the same as like my office space. You know what I mean?
yeah. Have
And
a,
that if I could, then I could just put like another bed in there for like a guest room or something.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's not a great time to be looking for houses and stuff, but are you still
And
trying to,
COVID.
right? Are you still trying to do the lease, or are you just trying to do rent, or
I'm literally trying to do anything that I can
yeah.
find. Like
If
it's this the point now where I'm just not even like,
if I like the house, I'll make it work.
yeah, it's just, as long as it's a house is basically all it is. Like that's
Yeah.
basically all it is for me right now. As long as it's a house. And I want to get a one in Yukon, school in Yukon, and play like Yukon sports for my uncle and everything. And
Yeah. Well, hopefully you can.
but
I'm sure something will come up eventually, somewhere, somehow,
I
sometime.
hope so.
All right. You gonna wrap this
All right.
puppy up?
Yep. All right. Well, thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify. I love Scale Gaming. If you have a question or a subject you want us to talk about, go ahead and leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. But thank you guys again. And remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow.